Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Gilded Tarot Royale by Chiro Marchetti, text by Barbara Moore. On the bottom is the website, llewellyn.com. There's a few other social media links. Feel free to check whatever you want out. Here we go. I'm going to have great... Yeah, words are going to be all over the place. This is going to be fun. All right, supportive oracle cards. Spellcasting Oracle cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lisbeth. On the back here are some websites. Feel free to check out what you'd like. I notice She Who Is Art usually. Anything you're interested in, feel free, of course, to check out whatever makes you happy. I already feel like I got to pull back the energy and pull it so like I don't start tripping over my face. Because I'm already starting to do it. Already starting to do it. Oh, that's intriguing. Ooh, full moon. Full moon something. Okay. Full moon something. It's not bad, by the way. Full moon. Something with the full moon. The next full moon. So whenever you watch this, it's valid for whenever you watch it. But the next full... I feel like the full moon. The only reason it would be the dark moon is if something has ended. So... I feel like it's the full moon. I keep getting full moon. I'm getting a lot of contrast with it, though. A full moon that's going to feel like an ending that is not an ending. I feel like that's why. I'm expecting something to end. Something you're expecting to end. Which I feel like those of you who are more into like the moon stuff, moon magic, I feel like you wouldn't expect this to happen at the full moon. Kind of like, that's not really a full moon thing. But the way it's going, you'll see why it is. Because I feel like something is getting stronger. You have answers, literally the answers card coming in. The reason this is the first thing that tipped me off to the full moon. It wasn't just the moon card, but the moon card is Pisces. The Hermit card is Virgo. Typically, and I must say every time, if the sun is in, whatever the sun is in, so like if the sun was in Pisces for argument's sake, the full moon would be in Virgo. So the moon is in the opposite sign of the sun. I don't know if that makes sense, but when the full moon comes in, you got answers just flying at you. Just flying at you. When I'm recording this, the next one is going to be, the full moon's going to be Aquarius, I'm pretty confident, and the sun's going to be in Leo, so things are, a lot of information just going to be flying all over the place, probably. So this doesn't have to be valid for that time frame. Whenever you're watching it, the next full moon, you're going to have appropriate answers just flying out at you, just flying all over the place, just flying all over the place. Somebody's going to come out from behind the shroud. Somebody's been gathering information for quite a while. Come out from behind the shroud. So I'm guessing they were hidden for the longest time. I don't know if they're hidden from you as in a person. You might be aware that this person exists. You may not have any idea about how much they know. Maybe it's just one of those things where I don't care what they know. You may have one of those attitudes toward them, which I don't think is bad. Kind of like, they know what they know, I don't care what they know, but that's their problem. That's not my problem. Like, I'm not here to live everybody's life for them. So, whatever they know, that's what they know. Not in a bad way, but it may be just kind of like, you know, I don't butt my life into other people's lives like that. You might have that type of energy, if that makes sense. Like, whatever their problem is their problem. Whatever their interest is their interest. It does seem like it's a little bit defensive, because I keep saying it in a defensive manner. So this could be work. Could be a work situation, because there's sometimes that feeling gets there, kind of like, I can't be in everybody's business. It'll drive me mad. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. So the fact that somebody else knows stuff, it's kind of like, yeah, well, I'm sure a lot of people know stuff that I don't know. I don't butt my nose in where it doesn't belong, because I don't need that problem. It's fine. A lot of energy coming in with this. A lot of energy. I don't think there's anything bad, but there's a lot to be done. And you might... I'd be surprised if it wasn't true. You might be overworked. It happens to Sagittarius a lot. You're very helpful, you're very willing, and I feel like people just start dumping things on you, and before you know it, your one plate has 3 times the food that a normal plate would have. It's kind of like my plate should have a veggie, maybe some mashed potatoes, and a meat. I've got like peas, I got a little pile of corn, I got a pile of carrots separately. I got mashed potatoes, I got stuffing, and I've got french fries, and then I've got a piece of chicken, and I've got a piece of meatloaf, and a lamb chop over here. It's kind of like, listen, people, I am only one person. You have given me a crazy amount of food. You guys end up having to do way too much. The thing is, you're very easy to get along with, and you tend to be very agreeable, which you have a positive attitude towards things, but I feel like sometimes like working on boundaries is very helpful for Sagittarius, because I feel like you guys get sucked into way too much. I do feel like this situation you're being sucked into way too much. I very much feel like you're doing way too much. Way too much. Way too much. But you're very valuable anyway. You don't have to take on this much burden. You are very valuable. Yeah, you're out of balance. I didn't want to go there. Like, maybe there's something I'm missing. You got the Temperance card upside down. That's your card, but it's inverted. And then you get the 9 of Fire reversed. It's kind of like I can't hold it together. There's so much here. That might be another reason. Full moon, things are going to reconnect. Things are going to reallocate. Reallocate. You got the... no, that's not the Empress. That's the High Priestess. This can't keep going on like this. If this is a work situation, especially if this keeps happening to you, you really got to step back and find out, like, what is happening here? Why do you keep ending up behind the 8 ball here? Why do you keep getting overburdened? Like, who is it? The same person? I feel like we need better boundaries. Definitely need better boundaries, because this isn't good for your health. This isn't good for you. You're overwhelmed as well. If this reading is hitting, I feel like you're overwhelmed. We got to set better boundaries. Somebody's coming in with the answers. This is going to shake up the system again. And it does seem like a pattern for Sagittarius. You get involved with way too much, then you have to push it all back and start over. And then you get into a good place, and then all of a sudden it starts getting a little bit too much, and then way too much, and then you have to shut it down. And it seems like it's almost like a phoenix cycle that keeps happening, and you don't have to keep doing this. Whenever this full moon comes in for you, so if you're watching it now, as in soon after I'm recording it, or if you're watching it months after I've recorded it, whenever you're watching it, the next full moon, there's a lot of answers coming in. And there's somebody coming in that sees you as a very gifted person that is being overworked. And they're like, no, Sagittarius, we're going to burn them out. They have a great value, but if we burn them into nothing, they can't be a great value anymore if we just, destroy them. And the way we're going to destroy them. So we got to pull this back. This is somebody, like, they're throwing answers all over the place. I don't know. It's somebody's cleaning house here. I do think that they like you. They might be a little harsh, but they do like you. I feel like they're going to cut back your workload. If this is a work situation, they're cutting back your workload by half. It is not a negative thing. It's somebody who actually really values you and does not want you burnt out. They do not want you wasted. And they just feel like this is going to just destroy you. It's just going to bury you to a point where you're just going to get so wasted, so burnt out, that you're just not going to be able to do this anymore. They do care about you, and they are very committed to this going better for you. Again, there's something about the full moon. This person, if you're helping like 5 different people, I feel like this person's going to come out of the woodwork and be like, and Sagittarius is the one that did all this work. That person didn't do it. 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 Sagittarius did all of that. So you're giving all these 5 different people accolades when all of those 5 accolades should all be to Sagittarius. They're the ones who did it. And I almost feel like you'd be like, well, I helped. But the point is, they wouldn't have the success that they have without you. This person might do that. They might kind of call you out in that sense, like not in a negative way, but you might be uncomfortable with how you're being called out. I feel like it's making you uncomfortable, but I do see them calling you out. I don't feel like anybody's really mad at you. If the people you helped are mad at you, that's on them. That's bad on them. Because if you are the one who actually did the things that they're getting credit for, that's not right. They shouldn't be getting credit. They surely should not be getting sole credit. So, if they're not giving you proper accolades for the help you've given them, no, that's more on them. That says more about them than you. So if they're upset, let them be upset. Don't let that bother you. Because again, I see it coming forward, and it does seem like you're protected. That's the protection card right there. It's going to go well for you. It's uncomfortable for you. It is uncomfortable for you. There's the Empress. Thought I saw it. This person is going to try to keep you away from this situation. Somebody here is going to try to help you regulate and to keep you from burnout. They don't want you to burn out. You're great at what you do, but your purpose is not to be run into the ground until you die. That is not the purpose. You do great things. You're very good at getting done what you need to get done. You should not be doing everybody's job in the whole place. That's not why you're here. And I feel like that's what this person's saying. Kind of like, you're very helpful and you're very good at helping other people, but that's not why you're here. You're not here to do everybody's job. You're here to do the job that you do extremely well. There's a person I know that's a Sagittarius, extremely talented writer, but they don't get time to do that so much because they're helping everybody else with everything else. So they can't do what they're really talented at, what they're really good at, because they're so busy helping other people. Are they a great person? Clearly. But they need more time for them. And I feel like this person's trying to pull that back and be like, nope, Sagittarius, you need to do this, because this is what you're great at. And like everybody else, you deserve to excel like everybody else and not have your time sucked out into all these other things. This person, I don't think they're harsh to you, but it may feel a little uncomfortable for you because they keep pulling you back and they're trying to help keep you reined in so you do for you and not for the whole world all at once. It's good to do some things for everybody, not for everybody. Like, I feel like it's good to help other people, but like it's almost like morning, noon, and night you were doing it. And they're kind of like, all right, maybe a little in the morning, maybe a little at night, but for the majority of your day, you should be doing for you, is how they're looking at it. And if they try to regulate it like that, you'll probably do things for people in the morning and do things at night, and you'll just do the small part in the middle for yourself. So it's kind of like if you had a 16-hour day. They're like, if you have to help people for like an hour and a half in the morning and an hour and a half at night. 3 hours a day is enough. Because they know full well you're going to do 4 hours in the morning and 4 hours in the afternoon. So you're going to end up doing 8 hours instead of 3 anyway. They know that. But you're just a very helpful person. But they're going to try to help you pull it back so you get more for you, so you can excel more with what you do well. You're not here to be everybody's nursemaid is kind of what they're looking at, which is not gender exclusive. So, anything else? All right, this is what I see coming forward. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.